And this kind of tragedy can really be tough to talk about with your children. What do you say? How do you say it?
It's just so unspeakable when you think about it. There's a lot to think through on this topic right here. 10 TV's Carly Dion continues our team coverage tonight, looking at how to have a conversation like this with your child, Carly.
Well, Jeff, Yolanda, I spoke with an assistant psychology professor and licensed clinical counselor about how to talk to your kids when these traumatic events happen and how to make sure they feel safe going to school.
Even research tells us that one caring adult in the life of a child allows them to weather through the worst of adversity.
Cedarville University assistant psychology professor Betsy Linnell says parents should be that person for their kids. And it starts by making them feel comfortable to come to you, especially when it comes to tragedies like Wednesday's mass shooting at a Catholic school in Minneapolis.
What is the first thing that parents should do when it comes to talking to their kids about it?
The first thing is to ask them what they've heard, because a lot of times kids have gotten part of the story and not quite all of it.
Linnell says it's important not to add weight to something that isn't currently bothering your kids, but also to not minimize something they're upset about.
One of the rules of thumb that I learned early on in my training is to only provide the answers that a child is asking for.
She says she tells parents to follow the 3 C's: comfort, consistency, and communication. Comfort is about making your child feel safe.
Is that a hug for my child? Is that being silly? Is that laughing with them? Is it their favorite blanket? Is it a picture of me that they can maybe put in their locker or their backpack and pull out so that when I'm not with them, they have a picture that they can remind themselves of?
Consistency means not straying from routines and discipline even when bad things happen.
Sometimes we want to make exceptions for a kiddo. When something bad has happened, we don't necessarily discipline them the same. That's actually more confusing for children. They really need us to be consistent, to still give the consequence.
And communication means being clear and answering their questions without oversharing.
Sometimes we forget that children are children and we treat them like equals and we give them way too much information.
One of the most important things when it comes to your kids is making sure you're taking care of you too.
Helping them see you taking care of yourself and helping them watch you learn to calm down and be able to face through these things. Make sure that you get help for yourself so that you can be there to support your child.
All right, Carly, it's a shame that we even have to have these conversations with kids, but, what should parents do if their child becomes afraid or maybe anxious about going to school?
Well, Linnell says it can be helpful for parents to acknowledge those feelings and educate their child on all of the safety measures and procedures their school district has in place to keep them safe. But if it's more serious than that, it may be helpful to contact a professional for help.
Carly, thanks for that reporting. Helped a lot of people tonight, no doubt about it.